See, today's topic is subnetting. Okay. So, as the name itself is telling you, subnetting is nothing but the process of dividing a larger network into a smaller network for effective utilization of the IP address. So, when you have huge number of free IP addresses or network addresses, no problem, you don't have any issue. Because when you have less number of no, when you need less number of networks and you want to effectively use them, subnetting is very important. Okay, to isolate the networks or to segregate the production workload, to segregate the development workload, to segregate the sandbox, to segregate the regression, to segregate the quality. Okay, multiple environments are there, staging environments are there before the production, right? So if you want to segregate those workloads in a separate network, subnetting is very important. Okay, so why subnetting? Let me explain you this scenario. See, in this scenario I have written two routers. Okay, one is router 1, this is router 1, and this is router 2. Okay, so router means what? Router means it's an intelligent device. It's a network device, it's an intelligent device. It is used to establish the connection between two different network. Okay, you have two offices, one is in Bangalore, another one is Mangalore. If Mangalore user want to connect with Bangalore user and vice versa, there should be two routers kept, and in between maybe some lease line or some dedicated line will be purchased. Okay, and they will establish the connection. Okay, so when you have more number of network, not an issue. You can see here each router interfaces will work with a different network ID. Okay, if you ask me the network ID, yesterday I was referring network ID. See here, it is a class A network, right? The network ID will be like 10.0.0, sorry, 10 dot, yeah, 10.0.0, okay, slash 24. Okay, so here it is 10.12.1.0 separate network, 10.13.1.0 separate network, 10.11.1.0 it's a separate network, right? So every interfaces of the router is having a separate network. Okay, but sometimes what happens, you will not have these many free IP addresses. Okay, so you will only have one range. Say for example, you have a router here. Okay, and you will only have one IP address. What is this? 10.1.2.0 slash 24. Okay, so 24 means what? Here, say for example, this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. Okay, this is 8. I'm talking about the bits. So when you write this IP address in 4 boxes, this one, okay. So this is one octet, this is one octet, this is one octet. So here what I am telling keep 24 bits for the network. Whatever I am referring here, this 24, that is the network bit I am talking about. Okay. So what I will do, when I say 24, if you put 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2 up to 2 to the power of 7, that value comes how much? 2 to the 255. So 2 to the power of n minus 1 formula, if you apply, it is 254. Means you have only left with 8 bits. If you put the 2 to the power of n minus 1 formula, only remaining 8 bits are there for the host. That means maximum available IP address for this network is 24 slash 24, means it is 254 IP addresses. So your network administrator has given this range to you, 10.1.2.0. I only have this range is free for you now. Okay, you subnet according to your requirement. Okay, but you wanted to create maybe 2-3 subnets here. Okay, so when you create subnet within this slash 24 network, so each and every small subnet will work as a separate network, and that is called as subnetting. Okay, so let me go to the slide. I've already kept something here. If you see here, whatever the CIDR value is there. Okay. See here, I was referring this. Once again, let me put it in the presentation mode. This is important. That's why I'm going very slowly. Okay. So please ask me if you have any doubts there. See here in this CADR box, I have started from /0 to /32. Means we have total 32 bits, correct na? And this /32 means that represents how many number of bits you wanted to give it for network, and remaining can be used for the host, because IP address means it's network plus host. IP means network plus host, correct na? Network represents 1, host represents 0. Okay, and that is the reason this /32 will be always represent the network. And if you look at here, /24 I have written, and /24 will give you, see, 255 255 255.0, because it's a class A network, correct na? If you put all the n1111 in the first 3 octets, it will be 255, and last is 0 because it is host bit, and maximum is 254 IP address will come here. Okay, and you have 254 IP address only. Now what you have to do, you can further do the subnetting of that particular subnet. Okay, say for example here, instead of /24, if you put slash, say for example in one interfaces you want 14 IP addresses. Okay, so what you can do, first you can write /28. You do /28. Okay, one second. One, and another one is /27, and remaining one you can do /62 bits. 28, 28, 27, 26. Okay, let me go back here. Let me minimize this one little bit. Okay, so here what you will do, in this IP address you will take, say for example you are starting, and this is actually another router facing IP address now, this one switches. So here you only need very less IP addresses. So what we can do, you can go with /28. So what you have to write here, 10.1.2.0/28, if you write. So it will only take consider this 14 IP address in that particular subnet. So now what you have to do, you have to minus 14 IP address here, and the second subnet you will go here, 10.1.2.15/27 you have to write here, because you already used 14 IP address here, because /28 means you already used 14 IP address here. Okay, so you will start with 15 here. Okay, and /27 if you write, /27 network means it is 32 or 30 IP address. Okay, then you add 30 for this. So 15 plus 30, 45. So then maybe this range will be 10.1.2.45/26. See, now I had one /24 network. What I have done, I have converted that bigger subnet into small subnets, or big network into small subnets. How that is possible? Using the subnetting concept. Okay, so /28 means it is 14 IP address, /27 means 30 IP address, /26 means it is 62 IP address, and remaining all the IP address will be there. If you still need further, you can start with /30 or /29 also. Okay, so this is how we can do the subnetting. So this slide is very important. Okay, and there is a formula also there, you can calculate that, but this is all CCNA concept. Okay, this is not the our concept actually, but I wanted to just give you the gist. Okay, that is the reason I have given this slide. Okay, if you want, you can take a snip of it. Just take a photo of it for your reference. And if you have packet tracer at your home, you can probably try this. Okay. Did you happen to take the photo? Shall I close it? Okay. So that's all with the subnetting. Subnetting means it is very simple concept. Okay, I mean it's the process of dividing the large number of network into smaller networks. That is called as subnetting. Okay, if you all since you already know, I mean this area block values here, you can do the subnetting for how much of an IP address you wanted. See slash, I mean 32-bit network, right? Maximum you will have this many number of IP address. See here. Four, I don't know how to present
Thank
that number. Okay, it is 4 4294 lakhs of IP address. No, crores. 4294 crores of IP address are there. Okay, so this is why that is why it is not crore here. It is more than that. Thousand and thousand.
429 crores.
Yeah, it is 429 crores IP addresses are there. Okay, and once it is exhausted completely, okay, then we will move towards this one, IP version 6. Okay, so that's all with the subnetting, guys. Okay,
you.
so let me stop the recording for the this particular one, and then I can take some questions, and then we can move on to the other topic. Thank you all.